Free college football picks. This is week 2, part 2. I'm Tony here with our college football pick show here for Wednesday. We have 8 Saturday games here from week 2. Before we get into just a couple things, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have free college football picks updated all season long. Free picks every day from all the major sports like Major League Baseball, NFL, of course, our live morning team show with WNBA and CFL picks, making it a great time to subscribe. And also, if you want to support our channel, give us that like, that thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Then visit Tony'sPicks.com. We're a multi-capper site showcasing top cappers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed to long-term passes. Hot cappers like that morning steam team. Joseph Schultz, Ramon doing great this year as well. Ben with a good day yesterday, so was Collins. Click the links, get signed to our long-term passes. You'll find our latest screen picks here center of the page. Click the links for our best bets, our $15 promotional, and a multi-packs offering great value. You can also scroll here and find our pick ticker, and there you can buy the plays a la carte with team versus team information. And you can save 20% off all premium pick packages. When you use that promo code TonyT at checkout, you can access our page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys, so you may post your picks in the comments. And we are looking for cappers, so apply on that home page. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this one started. SMU and Oklahoma college a football pick here for action on Saturday. SMU 1-0 after their 38-14 home victory to Louisiana Tech. Mustangs built that 31-0 halftime lead. Balanced attack for SMU in the win for 209 rushing yards on 41 carries. Preston Stone 23 of 37 for 248 yards and 3 touchdowns. They held the Bulldogs here 28 rushing yards on 24 carries and 241 passing on 33 attempts. Oklahoma 1-0, a 73-0 home win to Arkansas State. Sooners stormed the 45-zip halftime lead. Sooners gained 642 yards in the win. Sooners defense held the Red Wolves at 208 yards. Dylan Gabriel 19-22 for 308 yards and 2 touchdowns. Gabriel is in his 4th year as a quarterback. Stone, a sophomore in his 1st year as a starter, really faces a major test here. Sooners defense really impressive here in the opener, so the player will be on Oklahoma, minus 15.5. Tulsa and Washington college a football pick here for action on Saturday. Tulsa 1-0 on the campaign after their 42-7 home victory to FCS Arkansas Pine Bluff. Head coach Kevin Wilson is in his first season at Tulsa. The Golden Hurricane went 5-7 in 2022. Returned 4 starters to the offense, 5 in the defense. They produced 30 points and 412 yards a game a year ago. On defense, Tulsa surrendered 33 points and 414 yards a game. Golden Hurricane lost their top 2 receivers, lost their top 2 running backs and 5 of their top 6 receivers. Quarterback Davis Brin has left. Braylon Braxton was the backup last year at quarterback. 3 starters returned to the offensive line with inexperience in the front 7. Washington 1-0 after a 56-18 home victory at Boise State. 28 points in each half for the Huskies. Monster game for quarterback Michael Penix, 29 of 40, 450 yards and 5 touchdowns. The run game generated 4 yards per attempt. Washington defensively did allow 4 yards per rush with 264 passing yards here on 47 attempts. Braxton suffered an ankle injury here in the openers. Questionable true freshman Cardell Williams played and hit on 13 of 14 for 233 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tulsa only has 5 starters returning offense, but Williams also had a rushing touchdown last week. Huskies should be able to get lots of points on this Tulsa defense. Huskies defense makes it difficult to lay 5 touchdowns, though. Washington is 6-0 to the over when they gain it 500 yards or greater in their home game. The player will be on Tulsa and Washington over 64.5. Marshall and East Carolina college football pick here for Saturday. Marshall is 1-0 after their 21-17 home win to FCS Albany. Charles Huff is in his 3rd season as head coach of the Thundering Herd. The team finished 9-4 and returned 7 starters on offense, 4 to the defense. They put up 24 points and 398 yards a game last year. Defensively, they limited the opposition to 16 points and 295 yards. Marshall loses their top running back, but returns 4 of their top 5 receivers. Quarterback Cam Fancher is back. 3 starters return to the offensive line with inexperience on all levels of defense. Fancher in the opener hit on 28-35 for 268 yards with a touchdown and interception. East Carolina 0-1 after their 30-3 road defeat at Michigan. Pirates struggled offensively, 235 yards, 132 passing on 29 attempts. Pirates defense surrendered 402 yards, 280 passing on 31 attempts. Sophomore quarterback Mason Garcia averaged just 4.4 yards per pass attempt. Alex Finn also saw work and went 6 of 11 for 4.7 yards per attempt. ECU's lack of experience offensively the concern here, so the player will be on Marshall at -3. Appalachian State and North Carolina college football pick here for Saturday. Appalachian State 1-0 after their 45-24 home victory at Gardner-Webb FCS school here. Sean Clark is back for his 5th year as head coach for the Mountaineers. Team returned 7 starters on offense, 4 to the defense. They averaged 35 points and 455 yards a game in 2022. Defensively, they limited foes to 27 points and 347 yards a game. App State returns 2 of their top 4 rushes and all 4 of their top receivers. Starting quarterback Chase Bryce exit. Redshirt freshman Ryan Berger started at quarterback with the junior college transfer Joey Aguilar. 3 starters returned to the offensive line with inexperience in the front 7 on defense. North Carolina 1-0, a 31-17 road win here at South Carolina. Tar Heels had 39 rushing yards and averaging about 4 yards a carry. Drake May completed 24 of 32 passes for 269 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. Tar Heels stuffed that South Carolina ground attack for 2 yards on 31 carries, but 353 passing yards on 39 attempts. North Carolina has 2 receivers questionable. Half the starters are returned for Appalachian State. Quarterback situation a concern for the Mountaineers. 17 starters were back for the Tar Heels. North Carolina won the meeting last year, 63-61 in a wild one, but UNC's experience in App State is not. So the play here will be on North Carolina, -18. Kent and Arkansas college football pick. Here we go for action on Saturday. Kent 0-1 on the year after their 56-6 road defeat at UCF. Golden Flash's offense posted only 240 yards. The defensive performance was horrid as Kent surrendered 723 yards to the Knights with 389 rushing on 46 attempts. They allowed UCF 334 passing yards on 34 attempts. Junior quarterback Michael Alimo, a Purdue transfer, completed 39% of his passes, 4.7 yards per attempt. Arkansas 1-0 after a win here against FCS Western Carolina. Sam Pittman in his 4th season as head coach for the Razorbacks. The team finished at 7-6 in 2022, but returned only 4 starters on offense, 6 to the defense. They posted 32 points and 471 yards a game in 2022. Defensively, the Razorbacks surrendered 30 points and 465 yards a game. Their top 4 rushers return, but they lose their top 4 receivers. Quarterback KJ Jefferson returned 2 offensive linemen back for the Razorbacks with inexperience defensively in the back 7. Only 4 starters returned for Kent this year, with no starters returning on the offense. Jefferson's mobility a plus here against the most inexperienced team in all of college football. Razorbacks are 13-3 to the spread when they score 28 or greater points. Play here will be on Arkansas at -37.5. Louisiana and Old Dominion college football pick here for action on Saturday. Louisiana 1-0 after their 38-13 home victory at FCS Northwestern State. Michael DeSormo is in his 3rd season as head coach for the Raging Cajuns. The team went 6-7 in 2022 and returned 6 starters on offense, 3 to the defense. Louisiana put up 26 points and 364 yards a game last year. On defense, they held opponents to 22 points and 362 yards a game. They lost their top running back and 2 of their top 3 receivers. Quarterback Ben Wilders is back. The Raging Cajuns returned only 2 starters to the offensive line, with only 1 starter returning to the back 7. Old Dominion 0-1 after a 36-17 road defeat to Virginia Tech. Monarchs rushed for only 5 yards per carry on the game, not for over, I should say, 5 yards per carry on the ground. But the passing game sputtered with just 94 yards on 25 attempts. They allowed the Hokies 259 yards passing on 30 attempts. Wilson had issues passing, but the guy's a threat to run. 81 yards on 19 carries to the quarterback position. Louisiana, with the first-year head coach and inexperience, makes it a tough to lay road chalk here. Play here will be on Old Dominion at +6. New Mexico State and Liberty college football pick here for Saturday. All right, New Mexico State 1-1, a 58-21 home win to FCS Western Illinois. The Aggies opened the season home to UMass and lost 41-30. They allowed the Minutemen to run for 5 yards a carry and throw for 197 yards on 17 attempts. Aggies did gain over 7 yards a carry on the ground. Liberty 1-0, a 34-24 home victory to Bowling Green. Flames rushed for 246 yards on 49 carries, but their defense allowed over 6 yards per rush. They did limit the Falcons to 4.4 yards per pass attempt. Diego Pavia completing 67% of his passes with 12.3 yards per pass attempt. This was a Bull team last year coached by Jerry Kill. Salter completed only 55% of his passes against a MAC team. He is a run threat, rushing for 82 yards on 19 carries, but only 5 starters were back on offense and defense for the Flames. Liberty had lost 4 straight prior to their win against Bowling Green, so the player will be on New Mexico State at plus 10.5. Ohio and FAU college, a football pick here for action on Saturday. Ohio 1-1 after their 27-10 home victory at FCS LIU. They opened the year at San Diego State and dropped a 20-13 decision. Bobcats allowed nearly 5 yards here per rush to the Aztecs. They gained less than 3 yards per rush and threw for ball 52 times for 278 yards. FAU 1-0 after a 42-20 home win to FCS Monmouth. Tom Herman is in his first season as head coach for FAU. The team finished at 5-7 in 2022 and returned 8 starters on offense, 10 to the defense. Offensively, they posted 30 points and 412 yards a game a season ago. They surrendered 26 points and 425 yards a game. Their top 2 running backs returned, as do 4 of their top 5 receivers. Quarterback Nkosi Perry has left. Nebraska transfer Casey Thompson starts at quarterback. 3 starters return to the offensive line with experience defensively in the front 7. Bobcats quarterback Curtis Rourke was injured in the loss to San Diego State. He sat out last week and is a game-time decision here. In the loss, San Diego State, C.J. Harris completed just 43% of his passes for 4.8 yards per attempt. He threw for a touchdown and 3 interceptions. FAU defensive experience and the injury to Rourke puts the check mark here on the home team play here. FAU minus the 4.5. All right, that was our college football pick show here for Wednesday. This was week 2, part 2 with 8 games. We already shot 16, so far 24 on our channel, so make sure you subscribe to us. We have free college football picks updated all season long. Free picks every day from all the major sports like NFL, Major League Baseball, and more. Our morning Steam Team live show, WNBA CFL, so we got a lot of sports covered here. So make sure you subscribe and also go and support our channel with that like, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to visit our site, TonySpeaks.com, for our best plays. Our premium picks are there. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save the 20% off. All right, we'll have free picks throughout the day. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you guys soon.